Hi, Room 7. Welcome to Flip Lesson number 2. I hope you're really going to enjoy this. Before we move on, let's have a Lesson 1 reminder. Puritans, led by John Winthrop, followed the Pilgrims to Massachusetts. Puritans were similar and yet different from the Pilgrims. Do you remember what the definition for Puritan was? Think about it for a minute. Puritans wanted to create perfect religious communities, or cities upon a hill. In their new Massachusetts towns, they had what they referred to as a town meeting. And they held these in their meeting houses, where they also would hold their church services. At their town meeting, town business would be discussed, and men, at first who were part of their church, and later who owned property, could vote. Do you remember what would qualify as property? It was something kind of surprising. One of the greatest lasting effects of the Puritans in Massachusetts was actually education. Education was very important to the Puritans because they wanted everyone to be able to read the Bible. We remember how religious they were and how important their religion was. They decided that once a village had 50 families or more, that village was required to make a school. This would become part of a greater law referred to as the Massachusetts General School Law around 1647. I think this is actually pretty cool because I'm proud to say that we live in Massachusetts and that we've had public school here for over 365 years. Those were the beginning schools, those grammar schools, but eventually there needed to be high school and later college. So actually check out the standard below, 5.13. It says identify the founders and the reasons for the establishment of educational institutions in the colonies, grammar schools, and colleges, such as Harvard, I think you've heard of that one, and the College William and Mary, which is actually in Virginia. The first ever secondary school in the whole colony was here in Boston. It was called Boston Latin School, and it was founded in 1635. This may have been what it looked like then. Boston Latin School still exists today, and it's located here, actually in Back Bay, in the Fens district, not too far from Fenway, right next to Simmons College, where I went to school. It's an exam school. It's considered to be an elite high school, but it's still a public school in Boston today, which I think is pretty cool. In 1636, the first college is formed here anywhere in the colonies, and it's here in Massachusetts. It's going to later be renamed for a minister named John Harvard, who passes away at the age of 30. He left his personal collection of books to the college, and they renamed it after him. Harvard College, you may have heard of it. Today, Harvard University. The picture below is an engraving done by some other guy you may have heard of, Paul Revere, and it's actually from 1767, but I thought it was a cool picture to look at. If you go down to Charles River, you can actually see this view of Harvard still today. I guess we can thank the Puritans and their dedication to religion for our very strong public schools that we have at all different levels all over Massachusetts today. Now, the Puritans' strong dedication to their religion helped us with our education, but it also created some problems. You see, for them, church was government and government was church, so the leaders of the church were also the leaders of the government. If you didn't get along with one of these sides, you were going to have a problem with the other, and this is going to lead to some issues, especially for these two people here, Roger Williams and Anne Hutchinson. Both of these people were Puritans, lived in Massachusetts, and were very devout and believed in their faith, but they believed things a little bit differently than the Puritan leadership, and this got them in trouble. We're going to learn about what happened to Roger Williams and Anne Hutchinson in the following slides and videos.